Fitness My Way.
My name's Michelle Pinio. I'm a personal and group fitness trainer as well as a sport nutrition specialist. I'm the owner of the Fitness My Way application as well as the Fat Shred Revolution Intense Training Program. I want to talk to you a little bit today about how to lose weight. This is an absolute must-do in order to burn fat. Watch this video the whole way through and I promise I will show you how you can burn 10 to 15 pounds of actual fat per month and the healthy way. Today we're going to cover calorie requirements, how to achieve weight loss, and how to burn 1,200 plus calories a day while sitting down or even sleeping. First, I want to say if you've watched my lesson that's titled Eat Healthy and Still Gain Weight, you will understand this conversation a little bit better. So let's get right down to it. You want to lose 10 or 15 pounds a month, right? Wouldn't we all? So you must create a calorie deficiency in order to do this. So what does that mean? You can either restrict calorie ingestion or you can increase your physical activity. Or both. Pretty much you just need to burn off more calories than what you ingest in food every single day. So in order to create this negative caloric balance, you absolutely have to know how many calories that you're taking in and how many calories that you're putting out or burning off. Now the easiest way to keep a calorie intake log is, I would say, use one of the applications that you can download either on the App Store or on Google Play, and you can just they calculate all of your calories for you and your actual nutrition and everything. So that's probably the easiest way to figure out what you're taking in. And the easiest way to figure out what you're actually burning out would be, I would suggest to get one of the little fitness trackers. There's like the Fitbit, there's Jawbone, Nike makes one. I actually have one that's a Basis, and they do a lot more than just track your calorie burn. A lot of them can actually track your sleep, your body temperature, how many steps that you're taking throughout the day, obviously your heart rate as well. But I would definitely say one of those little fitness watches or whatever they are is the best way to figure out whatever you're burning in calories a day. Now, I do want to add as well, when you're keeping some kind of food log, do make sure that you're not lying to yourself with your portions, okay? You really need to write down everything that you're eating in the correct portions. I mean, I know it's but weigh your food, figure out, what, actually measure it, unless you really, really know. A good rule of thumb is a tablespoon is about the size of your thumb. 4 ounces of chicken or fish is usually about the size of your palm, okay? What else? A cup, they say, is usually about the size of your fist. So, I mean, those are kind of easy ways to figure that out, but don't cheat yourself. Actually write down everything that you're eating, okay? And for those of us that don't have one of these little fitness trackers, first of all, you need to figure out what your BMR is. And BMR stands for basal metabolic rate. What that is the actual amount of calories that your body burns throughout the day just to do the regular bodily functions, like digest your food, have your organs working, like heart beating and lungs actually sucking in oxygen, brain, all of that stuff actually takes calories to function. Everyone's BMR is different. It's different based on size, age, gender, and stuff like that. So I would suggest the easiest way to figure out what your BMR is actually just Google BMR calculator, and it'll just ask you a series of questions. Just kind of fill in the blanks. There's just a couple of questions, and then it'll come back and tell you what your BMR is. So after you know what that is, that's the actual number that your body is going to be burning worth of calories all day long, doing absolutely nothing. There's where your 1,200 plus calories doing nothing came from, right? You can just sit around all day and your body is going to burn those calories. Like for instance, my BMR is somewhere around 1380, something like that. And I know that sounds like a lot, and it is. That's amazing. 1,380 calories burned off and I didn't even have to do anything. But in reality, when you think about it, if I eat anything more than that 1,380 calories, and if I didn't do any exercise for that day, then it's pretty much going to turn into fat. So what do? I can't really restrict much calories beyond that because it's already so low. So you have to do some kind of physical activity. Or I should say, I have to do some kind of physical activity. Since other people's BMR will be a little bit higher, some people's 2,000 or even 2,500, then you can do a lot more with the calorie restriction of your food than like a smaller person can. So that is definitely one advantage. Okay, so 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories, okay? 3,500. It seems like a lot, and it kind of is, but that is an actual full pound of fat. So if you wanted to burn, let's say, just 10 pounds a month, that would be 35,000 calories in 30 days, right? So pretty much you would have to create 1,160 calorie deficiency every single day in order to get to that 35,000 by the time 30 days is up, right? So if I personally ate, let's say, that 1,350 calories, then I burned, let's say, another 150 from the thermic effect of food. That's like a whole nother conversation, but pretty much you actually burn calories to digest your food. So let's say another 150 for me, okay? Then that would be 1,500 together, right? And then let's say I burned off like 1,000 calories in one of my brutal workouts. Then that would be my 1,150 calories a day, right? Now for people with that greater BMR that I was talking about, like let's just use 2,000 for example. If you did the same thing that I just did, the 1,350 plus the thermic effect of food, and then burned off 1,000 calories like in a workout, and your BMR was 2,000, then you would actually gain another 500 calories. So that 500 calories would pretty much put you over the edge, so you could actually burn 15 pounds of fat every month. Now I know you can get like way too overly excited about it, but make sure that you don't undereat, okay? I wouldn't suggest eating anything under like 1,300, 1,350 calories. I mean, really depending on size. I know that they say not to eat under 12, but I honestly think that that's even like way too low, but I'll talk about that in a different lesson. But just make sure that you're not under eating as well, or you can't burn anything that way either. Oh, and also if you watch another one of my videos, it's called Fat Burning Foods, then you'll probably just be blown away on that one, and then it'll help you even learn how to burn even more fat. Now listen, if you gained some kind of value from this video today, or maybe you know somebody else that can, then share it with them. Help me out. Until next time, stay healthy.